Over 10 years ago, I went from this to this. I lost over 20 pounds by just narrowing it down to these 20 simple whole food grocery staples. What's up, you guys, and welcome to Eat, Move, Rest. Today we are at Sprouts, one of our favorite places to stock up on our weekly groceries. As a family of 5, we stopped buying several foods 10 plus years ago to save money, improve our health, and make grocery shopping an easier, more enjoyable experience by buying just the essentials, the foods we actually enjoy, the ones that are the most effective for improving our chances at longevity, and last, the ones that are the easiest for us to prepare. We know what to do with them. So we're gonna show you guys those 20 items that you can add to your grocery list. If you want a free copy of our weekly grocery list, it's linked below in the description. Also be sure to get on our mastermind list. We've got an amazing group of wellness warriors and we've got room for more. If you feel like you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. So check it below in the description. There are really only 20 things that you need to grab at the grocery store. Make sure that you come into the grocery store well-fueled, not undernourished, because then you will most definitely self-sabotage by making poor food choices. The first thing you'll want to do when you step foot into the grocery store is make a beeline for the produce. You guessed it, the first 7 are fruits and veggies. Single ingredient items that don't require a package or an ingredient list to know what they are. Number 1 for us is bananas. We buy them by the case. It's about 40 pounds of bananas. When you buy in bulk, most grocery stores will honor a 10% or more discount. Right when we get home, we unpack the case, peel them, break them into about 3 pieces each, freeze them, and then we've got smoothies for days. And very fitting, number 2, berries. The richest source of antioxidants. They're so snack friendly for the kiddos. We don't go a day without fresh or frozen berries. I also lump grapes and cherries into this category. Otherwise, just pick the one that you enjoy the most. The kids love strawberries, so we always buy a ton of strawberries. I actually did not prefer eating fruit until I did a serious sugar detox. And by sugar detox, I mean the candy addiction, the donuts, the baked goods, all the stuff that's full of refined sugar. We actually have a 14-day sugar detox that's linked below. Next up is green leafies. The darker, the more nutrient dense, but I suggest starting the easiest place with what you enjoy the most. I like romaine for my salads because it has a little bit of a sweetness to it. If I were to pick something for smoothies, it would be spinach. If I wanted to bump it up a notch, I would do some dark green dino kale. We always keep this on hand. Kale's rich in vitamin K. It doesn't look so good fresh, but if that's the case, I'll go for the bagged kale and take it straight home and pop it in the freezer, and then it never goes bad and I can keep it on hand for endless smoothies. Next, number 5 is cruciferous veggies. So our number 1 and 2 are cauliflower and broccoli. We love to chop these and either steam them if we're making like a ramen dish, or put this into our curries, soups, and stews. And I should also remind you that kale counts as a cruciferous veggie also. Next on our list is avocados, one of the easiest ways to get a good amount of whole plant fats into your diet. I always whip up some simple guac, just salt, pepper, and avocado to either put on my salads at night or dip our veggies and some chips in. A definite must in our household, especially if you are looking to go oil-free, whether it be for health reasons or you just want to focus on mostly whole foods. Avocados are a great way to get your whole food fats. This one is a 2-for-1 special, onion and garlic. These make the base of all of our soups, stews, and curries. They add so much flavor. Garlic contains allicin when crushed, and it's fantastic because it's an antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, just fantastic for your immune system. Anything in the allium family, which these 2 both are, can also be fantastic for cancer prevention. Next on our list is spuds. Spuds are your buds, but I'm referring specifically to sweet potatoes. Did you actually know that they have a lower glycemic index than regular potatoes? They are also fantastic sources of beta carotene, which converts into vitamin A in your body. It's great for your eyes, great for your skin. They also have vitamin C. They're one of our staple carbs in the house. I would say second to bananas. Bananas are our fresh carb. These are our cooked carb. We put them in all our soups, stews, and curries. They're very shelf stable. So you could sock these away in the dark, cool pantry and have them for months. We actually had a sweet potato that sprouted. I took the sprout off put it in our garden, and a few months later we had literally over 40 organic sweet potatoes. So that's it for produce. Those are like the bare essential staples. Now, if I were gonna build one of my famous rainbow salads that I love so much, I would add in some bell peppers, cherry tomatoes, maybe some radishes or green onion. And like I mentioned, having the avocado on hand to make a good dip, it doesn't hurt to have carrots on hand as well if you're having that crunchy craving. The kids love munching on some carrots while we're making dinner. Moving on, another favorite category of mine is grains and starches. We've got 3 items in this category. Starting with the leading lady here, we've got our rolled oats. Not just any rolled oats, we always opt for organic because they are heavily sprayed with glyphosate, so organic and sprouted because they're easier to digest. These are the base for every breakfast and on-the-go snack. Our pancakes, our waffles, our muffins, our brownies, they're so essential. Even just stovetop oats or overnight oats in the morning. We get massive bags of these at Costco. If you guys want to check out one of our Costco hauls or see an updated one, let us know in the comments. They're high in soluble fiber. It's going to be great for your heart health, your gut health, your energy. Next up, we've got quinoa and brown rice. We use them pretty interchangeably. If we're making one of our favorite Thai or Indian dishes, we opt for the brown rice. Quinoa we just use in our other basic soups and stews and Buddha bowls. Quinoa is a complete protein. Either way, these are going to add a lot of healthy carbs, protein, and iron. Next up is whole grain bread. We love the Ezekiel brand bread. It's going to be higher in fiber, complete protein. This stuff is biblical. Look it up. It's seriously so good for you. We also love a good organic sourdough and some healthy wraps for the kids, but the Ezekiel would be my top pick. Our next category is legumes/protein. Legumes are a powerhouse of not just protein, but iron as well. So top picks would be beans, lentils, and chickpeas, either dry or canned for convenience. We typically buy dry and soak them. So we use our black beans most often in our chipotle burrito bowls that we make at home. We use the lentils most often in our soups, curries, and stews. And the chickpeas are super versatile as well. We usually use them in our curries. I honestly just snack on them fresh out of the Instant Pot. They're so good. And finally, the top pick for plant protein would be tofu and tempeh. So tempeh is a fermented soybean. It's a little bit more intact. Either way, these are minimally processed, great plant protein sources, perfect especially if you're working on building muscle, great for your bone density, good stuff. We've actually made some really epic baked tofu nuggets by breading them in chickpea or sourdough crumbs. They are so good, the kids love them. I almost forgot, tofu scramble is our absolute favorite. You almost cannot tell the difference if you're looking to switch from eggs. Otherwise, our favorite ways to prepare the tofu would be to add some coconut aminos and either throw them in the oven or the air fryer. Lots of good recipes in our app. And in case you are worried about your hormones in regards to eating and consuming soy, studies have actually shown it does the opposite. Soy is actually protective against the 2 most common forms of cancer, breast cancer and prostate cancer. All right, we made our way over to the bulk section for nuts. Walnuts are gonna be your best source of omega-3 fatty acids. They're great for your brain health. They're shaped like a brain. I find that kind of interesting. And our next is seeds. So our top sources of omega-3s in the seed category would be chia and flax. We use them pretty interchangeably every day for sure in the green smoothie, and then they also make their way grinded and blended up into our baked goods in place of eggs. So make sure you're getting your nuts and seeds. Again, going back to the avocado earlier, whole food sources of fats as much as you possibly can. And I don't want to leave hemp seeds out. They're another great source. I could munch on them all day long and sprinkle them on just about anything I eat. They're so good and so versatile. Hemp seeds are third in place when it comes to omega-3s, but they're in first place when it comes to protein. They are a complete protein also. Next on the list are our pantry staples and condiments. Our number 1 is hummus. It contains 2 of our favorite ingredients, which is tahini, just grinded up sesame seeds, and chickpeas. So it's great for those healthy fats, great for protein. We always keep it on hand, especially when we get munchy as we're preparing dinner to have with our crackers and our carrots. Again, we always buy organic. Chickpeas are another item that are heavily sprayed. Second would be canned or jarred tomatoes. We put them in all of our pastas, soups, and stews. We have a lot of these on hand. We also like to stock up on these at Costco. Last pantry staple is Nutritional Yeast. This isn't our favorite brand. We buy an unfortified one that we get on Amazon. You can find it linked below on our Amazon store. It is a powerhouse full of protein and iron and naturally occurring B vitamins, even when it's unfortified. We make our cheesy sauces and dips, and I honestly sprinkle this on everything, kind of like hemp seeds. It always makes its way into savory meals. Our last and final staple is plant milk. We make sure to buy organic. Our top pick is actually soy milk. We know a lot of people prefer almond milk or oat milk for the taste, but soy milk is going to be the most comparable to dairy milk because it's high in healthy fats, great source of protein, there's a little bit of iron, even a small amount of calcium. We just buy this single ingredient simple milk because too many of them have gums and fillers and sweeteners that are unnecessary when we find the fortified brands. So we instead just opt for this single ingredient, just soybeans and water. Let's get this stuff home and we will spread it out and do a quick recap. All right, you guys, so we are back home. I spread out our 20 grocery items. We really had to pare it down. I love my variety, but if I really wanted to simplify my grocery experience, especially if I'm in a hurry and the whole family is with us, this is what our staple household items look like. The bananas we buy by the case, so they'll last us longer than a week. Bulk items will last longer than a week. Rapid fire recap. So we've got our bananas, our berries, our cruciferous, our green leafies, our avocados, onion and garlic is a 2-for-1, our sweet potatoes, and then we move into our whole grains. We've got our whole grain bread, our oats. We went with quinoa over brown rice. And then for our proteins, we've got our black beans, our chickpeas, our red lentils, and then our tofu and tempeh, that's also kind of a 2-for-1. And then for our pantry and condiments, we've got our hummus, our tomato sauce, and our nutritional yeast. We dust this on top. This is for dipping, and this is for cooking with. And then nuts and seeds, we chose chia as our top pick for seeds, walnuts as our top pick for nuts, and finally we've got our plant milk, our one ingredient, soy milk. There you have it, folks. So again, just remember when you go to the store, the 3 E's. Let's focus on what's the easiest, what you know how to make. 2, what's the most enjoyable, what you actually like. And finally, number 3, what's the most effective? And I'm showing you right here, you guys, this is the most effective if you want the best chances at a long, happy, healthy, pain-free, disease-free life. There's a lot going on in the world. A lot gets thrown our way, but if we can arm ourselves with weapons of mass nutrition, we stand the best chance. If you want our free downloadable grocery shopping list, it's below in the description. Last but not least, most importantly, you guys, I used to be overfed and undernourished. I was so unhappy in my body and in my mind. When I really, truly felt the shift is when I incorporated these foods and found a supportive community. When you band together with people who have a shared vision and mission, together we go further. So if you guys want to check out the Longevity Mastermind, we're doing it together. We're seeing epic results. One of our dear friends, Ronit, lost 110 pounds doing this. She said she decided she was only going to subscribe to one plan, and it was ours, and she made it happen. Consistency, commitment, and community. I want you to click the link below in the description, put in your name and email, and we'll reach out to you as soon as possible. We'll see you in next week's video, and until then, eat, move, rest your best. Bye, guys.